I was beginning to wonder. I actually just checked my watch to make sure that you didn't forget about me.
Never.
But I'm glad that you didn't forget. Great discussion on football, the Emmys. I didn't stay up, late enough for either one. I'm like Amanda. I went to bed early.
But you are out bright and early this morning, bringing us some cheer. It looks like she's at a nursery of some sort, huh?
Yeah, maybe some fall vibes there.
Right. So I was looking at the forecast this morning, and maybe the forecast doesn't quite have you thinking fall. So I thought, well, I'm going to maybe kind of push that along. So I thought, why not talk about a fall staple? Well, I don't want to give too much away, so you're going to have to stay tuned for that. But let's talk about that forecast and why maybe you're just not quite in that fall mood just yet. Now, this morning we had, well, some few showers. They were mainly around Lake Erie. So right now you can see on radar that a lot of the activity has dried up for us, and many of us are just going to be, well, drying out after a damp start to the day. I'm happy to see that sun coming out as well. When we look at that hour-by-hour forecast, you'll find that the rainfall moves out, and then the sun is going to take over for us. So a little more sun today than what we had yesterday. Still plan on a few clouds to be out and around town, but by this afternoon, it will be a touch more mild than yesterday. We'll get a little bit closer to those lower 50s, and then as we head overnight, the forecast is pretty quiet for us. Even by tomorrow morning, we'll watch out for a little bit of remaining moisture and some patchy fog, but once we get through that, we are going to be looking at a really nice Wednesday forecast with plenty of sun, temperatures warming up. And when I say warming, we're really turning the heat up as we head into Wednesday. Now, though, this morning it's quite refreshing outside. A lot of those temperatures are sitting into the upper 50s, slowly turning over to those 60s. But when I'm looking at our temperatures to come, this is an outlook. This is why I'm saying that you're probably going to have that summer sensation a little bit longer. We have the potential at about 90% chance of finding temperatures above average. So when you look at that temperature trend, you're not only going to find 80s, but even next week, we're going to be talking about a heat wave. 90s. Yes, 90s are back in the forecast for the later half here of September. So that's why you're going to want to maybe have that watering can if you're getting some of those fall plants out. Now, looking at that 10-day forecast, you are going to see that once we turn the heat on, we have plenty of sun to go with it. Not a lot of rain since that's drying up this morning, but we have a really nice looking forecast. And, well, if you need to get into the fall sensation because that forecast is a little too hot, I'm going to be here to help with that. So make sure you stay tuned. I'm going to have some tips and a little bit of that fall feeling coming your way in a few minutes.
87. Steven.
Back to the 90s.
Yes, 90s.
Wow, summer's not over.
I was looking at 87 because I keep looking at my birthday. Diane knows that. But yeah, 90s is going to be hot. All right, Diane, thanks. We'll catch up with you in a little bit.